Welcome back. Today we're counting down the top 10 facts about Youth Day that most South Africans don't actually know. June 16 is on the calendar every year, but how much do we really know about what happened, why it happened, and what it meant for the world? Let's get into it. Number 10. It wasn't always called Youth Day. Before it became a public holiday in 1995, June 16 was not celebrated at all. It was a day the apartheid government wanted people to forget. It was only after democracy that South Africa officially declared it Youth Day, honoring the generation that said enough is enough. The name itself is a deliberate act of remembrance. A day of mourning became a day of power. Number 9. The protest was sparked by one language, Afrikaans. The Soweto Uprising began because the apartheid government issued a decree that mathematics and social studies had to be taught in Afrikaans, the language students associated with their oppressors. Students saw it as a deliberate weapon of exclusion. To them, learning in a language they didn't speak was not education, it was humiliation. Number 8. A student organization planned the march for months. The Soweto Uprising was not spontaneous. The South African Students' Movement, known as SASM, had been organizing and mobilizing students for months before June 16. The Action Committee, made up of teenage students, distributed pamphlets and planned the routes. These were school children running an underground resistance movement. Number 7. More than 20,000 students took to the streets. Estimates suggest that over 20,000 students participated in the march across Soweto. They were between 10 and 20 years old. The sheer size of the crowd shocked even the organizers. No one expected that many young people to show up. It became one of the largest acts of civil resistance South Africa had ever seen at that point. Number 6. A police dog was killed, and that changed everything. When police confronted the marching students, a police dog was killed. That moment triggered the police to open fire on the crowd. The violence escalated from there. What should have been a peaceful demonstration turned into one of the bloodiest days in South African history, all within hours of the march beginning. Number 5. The most iconic photo almost wasn't taken. Sam Nzima, a photojournalist, captured the image of Hector Peterson, a 12-year-old boy, being carried by Mbuyisa Makubu, with his sister Antoinette running alongside. That photo went around the world. But Nzima's employers confiscated the film to protect it. He hid a copy and smuggled it out. That single image shifted global opinion on apartheid more than years of speeches. One photograph, one child, the world finally looked. Number 4. Hector Peterson may not have been the first to die. While Hector Peterson became the face of the uprising, historical research suggests he may not have been the first student killed that day. Hastings Ndlovu is believed to have been shot just before Hector. Hector became the symbol partly because of Sam Nzima's photograph, but both boys and many others deserve to be remembered. Number 3. The uprising spread far beyond Soweto. Within weeks, protests had spread to Cape Town, Port Elizabeth, Durban, and beyond. By the end of 1976, hundreds of students had been killed. Official numbers said around 176, but many historians believe the true figure was far higher. The uprising also triggered a wave of young South Africans going into exile to join Umkhonto weSizwe. Number 2. June 16 became an international day, not just a South African one. In 1999, the United Nations declared August 12th as International Youth Day, partly inspired by the spirit of June 16. But more directly, many African countries observe June 16 itself in solidarity with South African youth. The day carries weight far beyond our borders. It is a symbol of young people standing up to injustice anywhere in the world. Number 1. The students of 1976 didn't live to see freedom, but they made it possible. Many of the young people who marched on June 16, 1976 were arrested, tortured, killed, or forced into exile. They did not vote in 1994. They did not live to see Mandela walk free. But they made it possible. Every South African born after 1994 lives in the country that those children helped build, with their bodies, their voices, and their courage. That is the fact most worth knowing. Freedom is not free. In South Africa, children paid the price. Happy Youth Day. Share this. Talk about it. Remember them.